everyone, Mr. Peabody here. Going to talk to you about strange things. As a child's mind is open to everything. So, whatever they see, hear, touch, taste, whatever, they're learning. Sorry, plane going overhead. Um, but as they get older, they're, they're told to restrain their thoughts. So, in other words, this is reality, this you have to put out of your head. Um, and then later on in life, as you get old, um, these things creep back in. I'm the reason I'm bringing this up is just watching Tim Pool and on the culture war, and they're talking about aliens, they're talking about ghosts, they're talking about these other things, interdimensional beings. Um, that's as a child, you're open to all of that, um, and as you get older, you're told to disbelieve this and go with this. Me, I sort of I sort of like fumble through life, and I experience different things, different ways, as everybody does. But some things I don't dismiss. I can tell you this, right? I mean, a UFO, unidentified flying object, right? That doesn't mean it's from somewhere and it's come with little green aliens, and well, it just means something you can't explain that's flying. How many times have I experienced a UFO? 3 times. And, up close once. Was it was it an alien craft? I couldn't tell you. All I know, it was there and it was close. The other 2 times, the latest time that I saw one was I I was just happened to be outside having a cigarette, and I saw something going across the sky. I thought it was a satellite. It was going fairly straight, but then it stopped, changed direction, and went off in another direction. And I know that a satellite doesn't do that. What was it? Can't tell you. Don't know. Was it aliens? Don't know. But it was an unidentified flying object, because it's like, what does that? Nothing. It's like, and not only that, but you're talking about, if I'm watching something and I think it's a satellite, you know how fast a satellite goes across the sky. They're moving at a fair rate of knots, and then it stops and changes direction and flies off in a different direction. Um, that's weird. But anyway, that was the last time I saw one. But yeah, I've seen 3 all up. Um, but also, they're talking about voices in your head. Voices in your head could be anything. It could be your mind racing ahead of you and telling you to do something that you should be doing, to save your life. The most clearest one I ever had was, I was on my way to work. This happened, 30 years ago, 30 something years ago. And I was in my car. I was driving to work, and as clear as day. I mean, it was raining down hard. So it was wet weather, and I was in my Sunbird, which is a Holland Sunbird, um, and as clear as day, I heard a voice in my ear say, "Slow down." I mean, I wasn't going overly fast, but the weather was really bad, and this voice said, "Slow down." So I took my foot off the accelerator, and I let the car drift a little bit, and then I hit this massive puddle that caused the car to shift all the way to the left, because I drive in. I'm in Australia, so left side of the road is what we drive on. But if I had been going any faster and hit that puddle, I would have hit a telephone pole. But this little voice in my head said, "Slow down." So I took my foot off the accelerator. Instead of the puddle pulling me all the way over to the pole, I sort of like aqua glided on the puddle. And the Sunbird was a fairly solid car, but yeah, if I would hit that pole, I would have been toast. So weird things happen all the time, but as children, we are open to everything. As older people, our, our constructs go down. So young people, old people, they see things differently. So are there people that are walking through different dimensions? I believe there are. And we can't see them because we've been trained not to. As a child, they don't know any different. If they see a person walking through from a different dimension, it's like they say, "Well, there's another person there. There are monsters under my bed. There's people in my room," and you. So you keep on telling them, "No, there's not. No, there's not." So they shut them out. It's just interesting things. Just a new construct. Um, but as far as the church goes, no, no thanks. Um, because the church doesn't describe anything except for what they want you to believe. I'm not telling you to believe one way or the other. I'm just saying that weird things do happen, and if a child tells you something's happened, more than likely it did.